So fundamentally, you have 3 jobs to do to prevent cancer, and that is get rid of the cerium, which means harden your plastic. In one of my books, I already told you how to harden it with a zappicator. Stop wearing rubber. And we have done that at the clinic. We've all stopped wearing rubber. But in view of the difficulty of keeping certain pieces of clothing up, we start out by just turning over the waistbands. And we do have a talented seamstress who is also a movie star. She's working on some new clothing. So if she puts out a website that tells you rubber-free, you know what the background is. So I'm telling you that in 3 days, you can get rid of the polonium, you can get rid of the cerium, you can get rid of Fasciolopsis unfertilized eggs. But then you will still not be well. You will have stopped the malignancy, the cancer cannot proceed, but you will not be well. And lo and behold, the cause of the lack of wellness, namely your aches and pains as you get older, your low back disease, your chronic disease, whatever it is from the distribution of unfertilized fasciola eggs. That's how I made the discovery. I was already looking for Fasciolopsis eggs, and I kept running into fasciola eggs too, of course, because we all have fasciola. There are fasciola everywhere. And if you remove fasciola eggs, they're doing a little something different. They cannot react with cerium. It's their personal nature. Everything has its own personal nature. So it's only Fasciolopsis eggs that distribute the cancer, part of the cancer cause, namely the cerium. But Fasciola's eggs do not react with cerium. They react with terbium, a different lanthanide. So it's nearly the same, but not quite the same. For us, it makes a big difference. Terbium is another lanthanide. Of course, the search is on for other such situations now that we see this one, or these two. And terbium is plentiful too, everywhere. I don't know specifically yet how we're getting the most of it, so I don't know exactly how to give you wellness, but fasciola is responsible for lack of wellness because it carries polonium also. Remember that polonium reacts with lanthanides, and terbium is another lanthanide. So the fasciola responsible for your lack of wellness is full of terbium reacted with polonium. So the radioactivity, the little bit that you're getting from your radon chain, is reacting with the terbium in you and going to a certain organ and giving you chronic disease there. Okay, I want to repeat that because it's a big statement. You can get well by removing those things, and we are already doing that. You might think that you have chronic bone disease because you feel the pains and the aches. Chronic muscle disease from pains and aches. And you can get rid of it by killing your fasciolas and getting rid of the radioactivity in yourself. Where are we getting most of our radioactivity? We all get some from radon because it breaks down and gives you polonium, which reacts with the lanthanides we get from our lifestyle in some other way. But but where are we getting this radioactivity? Because the only way that the body has of getting rid of its radioactivity is with your immune system, called your white blood cells. Your white blood cells are your immune soldiers. They go and gobble it up. And then if you're using the device I use, and I'll talk more about the device tomorrow so that you can have a practical way of finding this in yourself. The way to find the to get rid of the radioactivity is to make sure that your white blood cells are able to eat the radioactive dust particles together with the terbium or cerium or whatever it is. And our white blood cells have 3 requirements. The white blood cells use their enzymes, and the enzymes they have some enzymes that require selenium, selenite, some enzymes require germanium, and some enzymes require vitamin C. All the radioactivity that needs to be taken away is dependent on the vitamin C enzymes of our white blood cells. And that's why those mice were sneezing and giving this researcher his clue that they were not well. How astute for 20 years ago. We are always deficient in vitamin C because we are always getting radioactivity from morning until night. We wouldn't need so much vitamin C, but that isn't so important as saying we do need vitamin C. We wouldn't if we didn't have the radioactive problem, but we do have the radioactivity problem, and we need much more vitamin C than we have ever been taking. However, you can't find a vitamin C in the marketplace, where it might be called L-ascorbic or any other form. You can't find one that isn't radioactive. That's a bind. We need thousands of milligrams of vitamin C to get the radioactivity out of our patients, so we can't get them well so instantly as I would like. I would like all that to be in 3 days too, but no such thing. There is no vitamin C in the marketplace. Why is that? Where does the radioactivity in a supplement like vitamin C come from? It comes from the water. All of our water is radioactive. Now, I told you many times, maybe in the books or in the past, that we have 2 kinds of water in the US and all over the world. The disinfectant used is bleach, but there's good bleach and bad bleach. The bleach is a chlorinated compound, sodium hypochlorite, and there isn't a great deal of regulation over the quality of that bleach. And so all the cancer patients that we've had, well over 1,000 or more, we stopped counting. All of the cancer patients we've had are drinking one kind of water, and I'll discuss water more tomorrow, because To get our wellness back, we need to make sure that we're not drinking radioactive water. And you can do it with a device that I have brought with me, and we'll go into the practical aspects of this tomorrow. So thank you again for coming and listening to this, but I think that we are on a new horizon. We now have the opportunity, for the first time in the history of the human species, to be well. We can be well. We know how. We just have to do it and learn how to do it. Thank you.